What's up, everybody? So we are back, Saints and Sinners, season 6, episode 5, A New Dawn. This episode was a hot ass mess. It just seems to me like everybody was suspicious of everybody. Nobody was playing games in this episode. That town, Cyprus, was on fire in this episode. Like it is insane. Um, I was shocked. I was really shocked. I don't know why I was shocked because in the back of my mind, I always had this thought that Angela was alive, but to see her pop up with that little baby belly, that little baby bump, I was shocked. I said, "Look at this heifer. Her scandalous ass is back in Cyprus." I had that feeling. I always had that sinking feeling that she was alive and well, and I cannot believe that Levi is a part of all of this. Like Levi has been working with Ray Ray and Angela for months. I'm like, I'll be damn. So you mean like they all just been playing chess this whole time? Everybody else in town been playing damn checkers. I said this is crazy. Ella, Jabari, Rex, they all need to catch up because they losing. The three of them need to team up because the other three are getting it at this point. They tearing it down. You know what I mean? Like Angela, Levi, Ray Ray, they getting busy in that town. I don't know what the hell Jabari, Rex, and Ella doing, but they need to get their shit together and do it fast because time is of the essence. We only got 3 episodes left for this season, the final season. Y'all better get it together or y'all ass is gonna be extinct. Better come on with it. Um, I don't believe Angela ass is really pregnant. I think that's a fake bump. I don't believe she pregnant. Cause everything about that woman is scandalous. Like everything about her is scandalous. Um, just like watching her from season 1 to now, she's always been, you know, on whatever side the wind is blowing, where the money reside. Pretty much, that's what side she on. Her best bet, pretty much. You know what I mean? Whatever outcome is best for her, that's what she gonna do. That's whose side she gonna be on. Um, I can't believe Levi done turned so cold blooded, but I can't really blame him because if you watch Levi from season 1 to now, it's been slowly happening to him. You know what I mean? He got sick and tired of being burnt by everybody. You know what I'm saying? Burnt by the people at the church. Speaking of the church, we ain't been seeing nobody from the church this season. I don't think we have. Pastor Green or them, where the church at? I don't think we seen the church not one time this season. Um, but yeah, he was burnt by people in the church. He was burnt by Ella, burnt by Jabari. He just been burnt, you know? Hell, burnt by Angela herself at one point, literally and figuratively. And at this point, he done had enough. Like he had enough. He said, you know what, I'm gonna get revenge on these hoes. And I can't blame Levi. I can't. Do I think he gonna come out of this unscathed? No, because I really would be surprised if anybody walked away out of this thing unharmed. You know what I'm saying? By the time the dust settle, I want to see who the hell gonna be standing. I would be shocked if anybody's still standing, because I just feel like the way things is going right now, they all liable to just off each other, and nobody's left standing but the church folk. That's all I could see. Because I'm like, what the hell? Um. So yeah, Ella had to do something though because Tony was pissed. He knows that pretty much somebody done tipped Ray Ray ass off. He knew it because he was like, there was no way Ray Ray could have known they were coming for him. Um, so Ella had to think fast. She had to think real quick about what to do. So of course she set up a meeting with Ray Ray. And basically try to play the family card, talking about, oh, we fam. You need somebody in office to watch your back or whatever. Trying to throw him a little olive branch or whatever. Ella needs to stop with this thinking because Rex done pretty much put her up to that last episode, like letting her know that she needs to endear herself to him and all that, so that way they could shut this war down. They are underestimating Ray Ray. Ray Ray don't give a damn. They are sorely mistaken if they think that they could just throw him a bone and he just gonna go away. No. And he made it abundantly clear to Ella, I'm in this town to stay. He was like, I like it here and I'm staying. Um, because she was like, basically, if he don't help her out, then there's nobody to watch his back, and they're just gonna send somebody in that's gonna come after him. Um, so they came up with this plan, have Angela pop back up or whatever and make it look like Ray Ray is the hero, so that way he's officially off their suspect list now. Um, so that's what Ella did. She went on TV with Anita and stuff like that, and singing Ray Ray's praises and introducing Angela back to Cypress and stuff like that. Put on a whole show. Tony was pissed. He was pissed. Um, and Levi was a part of all of this. He was like, "Shit, we done playing this all perfectly." So they've been playing all this for months behind everybody's back. Um, and now they're gonna use that baby in the next phase of their plan. That alleged baby. Jabari was pissed. Paige was pissed. I felt like it was kind of stupid on Jabari's part to confront Angela in front of everybody at the station. I was like, no, don't publicly confront her because that's what she want you to do. And he gave her what she wanted. Jabari needs to start thinking, like strategically thinking. Because I'm like, you doing what that girl wants you to do. You're doing what Levi wants you to do. Publicly confront this girl. You know what I mean? And then Anita coming up talking about, oh, that's no way to treat her and, the mother of your child. And I was like, Jabari, just go home. Just go. Um, I'm like, dude, you doing it all wrong. I would have handled that a whole lot different because that's the one thing you don't want to do is publicly confront her because you just giving everybody a show. You know what I mean? Like, don't do that. Mm-mm. By the way, Anita was looking though. She was looking side eyed at Angela. Like Anita know Angela is shisty. You can't tell me everybody in Cyprus don't know Angela is shisty. Everybody knows she's scandalous. Like, come on now. She been scandalous since season one. It ain't no shock. Um, I wonder what all these plans are. Like, what are they trying to do at this point? Um, and of course, Paige went to go see her and stuff like that. Angela tried to put up a brave front. She tried to put up on this face like she's, not scared of Paige or whatever. By the time Paige left that office, Angela ass looked shook because she know not to mess with Paige. She know, like, do not mess with her. Um, Ray Ray is a hot mess though. Like that man just don't give a damn. Like when Paige went to go confront him about all this, he didn't care because at this point Ray Ray is trying to get a little measure of revenge on Paige because she chose Jabari over him, and he's still upset about that. But he pretty much made it clear like he want her back. Like even though he was upset at her about it, he still want her. And he's willing to do whatever it takes to get Jabari out the way so he can get at Paige. Um, Jabari was still acting like a little fool though, because when he came back home or whatever, he made it clear like, "Oh, I'm not coming back to you" or whatever. I'm like, Jabari, stop the foolishness. Stop the foolishness. Like, I understand he's upset with her for calling Ray Ray. I get it. But you know what? At that time, desperate times calls for desperate measures. Paige was desperate at that time. She had to do what she felt she had to do to get Angela the hell out the way. Was it stupid to call Ray Ray? Yeah, but she wasn't really thinking clear at the time. She thought she could trust him. The joke was on her. She learned a valuable lesson. And that lesson came back to bite all y'all in the ass. you know, but sour grapes. I mean, what are you gonna do? Spilt milk. Two tears in a bucket. What you gonna do? What happened? It happened. Get over it. You know what I mean? Like Jabari really be acting like he don't know the type of woman he married. Like, come on. Sometimes I be feeling like Paige is more gutter than he is. I'm like, damn, you from the streets? Hell, you used to be hood once upon a time. You used to rip and run the streets. Hell, you know how it go. Paige was doing what she had to do. Jabari just acts so hypocritical sometimes, like he wouldn't have made a crazy decision to protect his family. When back in the day, he know damn well he would have. He stepped on some toes to get to where he is today. Stop trying to act like you don't know what type of woman that you marry. Paige is gangster. That's what it is. She handles it street. Like, come on. But he started to soften up towards her once she opened up to him about Dr. Ross being released and stuff. And I felt bad for Paige because that girl needs therapy. She needs her husband by her side. It's like she's been dealing with a lot. You know what I mean? Like finding out she can't have no more kids. Dr. Ross is free. Ray Ray wreaking havoc all over town. Now her husband done moved out on her. That girl is just emotionally spent at this point. So I'm glad her and, Jabari patched things up and stuff because he really needs to, man up and be there for her right now. Like, she needs him. You know what I mean? She ain't got nobody else. And she just dealing with a lot. And he need to man up and go be with his wife. And I'm glad he took her back. Good. Stop being a fool. So anyway, speaking of Tony, Tony is fed up with Ella at this point. He was pissed. And he pretty much connected the dots because that whole story Ella was trying to spin to him or whatever, he wasn't buying it. That shit she was selling, he was not buying. Because it didn't make no sense to him. How the freak did Angela pop up after months of people looking for her, and now Ray Ray's labeled as the hero? He was like, yeah, it don't make sense. Plus, Ella wouldn't give him details about it. Like how you got the tip, how this came about, where was, Angela all this time. Like, she could not tell him nothing. So he was suspicious. It just seemed like everybody was suspicious of everybody today. Because he was damn sure suspicious of Ella. I felt like he was suspicious of her in that truck. After they tried to do the raid on Ray Ray, he was suspicious. It was the way he was looking at her. Like, he knew she was full of shit. And he pretty much got it confirmed because he was talking to the commissioner and stuff. And he was like, Ella's pretty much at the center of all of this. She connects to all these people. So he knew it was her. Now he's starting to think maybe she was a part of the Oregon Ring herself. So he's going to investigate it and find out, if she was a part of it or not. But he knows she's the leak that tipped off Ray Ray. He's sure about that one. Ella better watch her back because Tony is not playing with her ass. And I don't blame him. Tony was like, He said, nope, Ella going down this time. I feel like a lot of people going down before the season is over. Before this is all said and done, a lot of people going down. They not coming out of this unscathed. It ain't no way. So anyway, moving on from that, speaking of suspicion, Ray Ray's plans are working because he even threatened Rex by telling him, like, all I gotta do is plant the seed in Jabari's head just a little bit, and he'd start getting suspicious of Rex for killing his father. And Jabari started getting suspicious after talking to Rex because he asked Rex point blank. He was like, did you go see Marshall recently? And Rex didn't flat out answer the question. He didn't deny, confirm at first. He didn't nothing. He was deflecting. Oh, this is what Ray Ray want. He trying to mess with your head. He trying to mess with mine. He trying to, play with your mind or whatever, play these little games. And Jabari peeped that he was deflecting. He was like, you still didn't answer the question. And of course, Rex tried to spin that little story talking about, oh, he just an old friend. The reason I lied about knowing Marshall was because that's how Marshall is. He didn't want people knowing who he is. Like, talking about, oh, that's the street code. Trying to give all these little flimsy answers. Jabari wasn't buying it. I could see by the way he was looking. He was not buying shit Rex was talking. So Jabari gonna look further into this. And Ray Ray made it abundantly clear. Jabari probably gonna end up trying to kill Rex when he find out. And he's getting closer and closer to finding out. So Rex could try to keep on, prolonging it, but it's bound to come out soon. I'm gonna tell you right now, Ray Ray is that type of bad guy. He's that villain that I love because dude is crazy. Like, Ray Ray has no chill about himself. Like, he don't give a damn who you are. Ray Ray don't care if you his mama, you his daddy, you his grandmammy. Ray Ray don't give a damn. He will kill you. He will put a bullet in your ass. That's how crazy Ray Ray is. And I love it. Like, whoever came up with this Ray Ray character, kudos to you, because this man is just shiesty. Like, he don't give a damn. It's funny because when he handed Rex that gun and told Rex to shoot him and stuff like that, he knew Rex wasn't going to shoot him. But he was kind of surprised when Rex punched him in the face with the gun. He was kind of surprised by that because he was like, oh, I can't believe he fucking hit me. I was like, yeah. But, Rex is trying his best not to kill his own son, though. It's just, I don't know, man. Rex got to step it up at this point because Ray Ray made it abundantly clear. He don't give a damn if Rex is his father. He don't care if Leona's his mother. He don't care. Like, he's not looking to bond with Rex. Because Ray Ray was sitting there counting his money, and Rex come busting in there with a gun and his goons and stuff like that pointed at one of Ray Ray men. Ray Ray, even when Rex busted up in there, Ray Ray was still sitting there counting the money, unfazed. That's a whole new level of crazy. Dudes is busting into your shit with guns out, pointed at you, could shoot you at any given moment, and you still got your back turned to them, just counting money, just unbothered. That's a whole new level of psychotic. See, dealing with a dude like Ray Ray, it just make you look like, you know what? That's the wrong dude to fuck with. I'm just gonna say Ray Ray is not to be played with. His antics, it's just like that's on a whole nother level. That's a whole nother plateau of crazy that you don't want to mess with. Um, because Rex really wanted to know, like, what did Ray Ray want? And he kept trying to tell Ray Ray, oh, I'll put a bullet in your boy head or whatever if you don't tell me what you want. Ray Ray said, okay. Bow. Ray Ray done shot his own man in the head. I'm like, Ray Ray really don't care. Like, he just want all the smoke. He don't give a damn who you are. You could be his dog. He gonna put a bullet in you. If he feel like you're an unnecessary person, pop. Cause he made that clear to Paige too. He said, shit, the reason he didn't kill Angela is because she's more useful to him alive than dead. He said the moment she becomes unuseful to him, the moment she becomes useless to him, he'll get rid of her. Ray Ray don't give a shit. Everybody got their purpose, and once you served your purpose, if he feel like eliminating you, he will. Um, and he pretty much told Rex what he wanted. He pretty much was like, I want the life Jabari got. You know, a pillar of the community, legitimate wife. Basically, he wants Paige back, and he wants Rex to uh kill Jabari before Jabari kills him, so that way he could cozy on up to Paige. So now Rex is put in the middle of a jam right about now, because Rex got another move that he got to figure out what to do. Like, is he gonna kill Jabari? Like, what you gonna do? Because Ray Ray, he not playing. Like this, I love Ray Ray. Like, dude is just psycho for real. Like, just a sick dude. Um, Anita asked though, she was over there. Moving on from that, Anita was over there trying to flirt with Levi and stuff. Told I guess they got an award or whatever, and they're having a ceremony and whatnot. So I'm guessing Levi bringing Ella as his date. Um, Anita was sitting there flirting with Levi, talking about, since we're co-owners and I don't have a date, you don't have a date, let's be together, let's be a date together. Levi was like, I'm good. Anita was side-eyeing him like, like she got an attitude. I'm like, girl, get over it. He don't want you. Anita fine though, don't get me wrong. That's a badass woman, but I'm like, yeah, he not thinking about you right now. Levi is all business right now. He got goals to meet. He ain't thinking about your behind. So anyway, moving on from that, Tamara, she was trying to move heaven and earth to find Miles. Like, she was breaking up in Josie's spot, trying to look for clues or whatever. She ended up finding Josie's phone or whatever. I was hoping Josie would have deleted anything incriminating out that phone. Like text messages, her call logs, cause I'm pretty sure Rex is all up in the call log. I'm like, please tell me you deleted that stuff. Because Tamara had one of the people from Upsurge, I guess one of the IT guys or whatever, um, break open the phone or whatever, bypass the code or whatever, the password to get into her phone to unlock it. Tamara is on a mission to find Miles. Like, she was talking to the cops, everything, just snitching. Trying to get them to look for Josie. Josie got Miles all up in Rex's safe house and shit. He finally woke up out the coma. Welcome back, Miles. He need a wheelchair and stuff because he, it's hard for him to breathe and all that stuff sometimes. So he's still recuperating because he got a long way to go. It's good to see Miles up and about though. I missed him in this season. Like, we 5 episodes in, we finally got some Miles. So it's about time. So Josie ends up calling Rex for help because Miles keeps insisting on talking to Tamara because he want to see Austin and stuff. Josie's not telling him everything that's been going on. The fact that pretty much they're on the run. She broke him out the hospital. Tamara tried to take him to Florida. Like, she has not filled him in on none of this stuff yet. I don't think she really planned on it. Like, she was just trying to keep him in the dark as long as she could about all this stuff that's going on. But I'm like, how long you really think you could keep quiet about this? Like, dude needs to talk to his son. Like, he wants to talk to his son. I'm like, Josie, you better figure something out. So she ended up calling Rex or whatever. trying to get Rex to help her some more. Rex was like, listen. Rex said, look, this is as far as I go. I done helped you as much as I can. He was like, I done gave your ass some money. He said, I let you use my safe house. He was like, I done broke Miles out the hospital for you. He said, I done did all this stuff for you. I'm not doing no more. Cause she was talking about something she need him to get her some plane tickets or whatever to get them the hell out of, Georgia or whatever, get them far away from Tamara. Anywhere pretty much that he can get them to, she's cool with it. Rex was like, do I look like a damn travel agent to you? Rex was not trying to go nowhere near this. He said, listen, you hot right now. He said, you got a bunch of cops looking for you. I'm not touching this. Rex got his own shit to deal with. He got the whole Ray Ray situation he trying to deal with. He was like, I ain't got time for your foolishness. He was like, I cannot help you. Don't call me no more. He said, bye. Rex was not here for it. He said, listen, I can't help you. I'd have helped. This is as far as I go. So I think Miles overheard her on the phone talking to Rex. I definitely think he did because he was mad suspicious. So he started coughing, like literally like coughing bad, trying to fake like he needed his inhaler or whatever, just so Josie could go to the pharmacy and go pick it up so she can get out of there so he could try to find the phone. He knew she was lying. So he ended up going in one of the closets or whatever, and he see a whole damn gun closet up in there, a whole armory up in there full of just weapons. So he was trying to wonder like where the hell he at. So he go out there and I'm like, you ain't got no neighbors, because he wheeled himself outside yelling, hoping that somebody would hear him and help him or whatever. Dude, you are way in the middle of nowhere. You ain't got no neighbor. Who gonna hear you but the deers and the snakes and the bears and the tigers and lions? Ain't nobody gonna hear you but wildlife. Um, so he tried to use one of the phones that's up in there, but that phone don't work. It was like one of them old ass phones on the wall. That shit don't work. So Josie ended up coming back or whatever, and he pretty much called her out. He was like, I know you lying to me. Josie was starting to look like a real nut job up in there. Like she was really trying to stop Austin from I said Austin, Miles. She was really trying to stop Miles from leaving and stuff like that, trying to calm him down. Miles ain't want to hear shit. He was like, listen, I need to talk to Tam. And she's sitting here talking about what Tam got that I don't have or whatever. What can she do for you that I can't do? Josie, it's not about that. Like the man clearly wants to talk to Tam because of his son. And you're not being honest with him about what's really going on. Josie was looking like a nut. And I've been on Josie's side this whole season with this Tam business, but she was looking like a real crazy up in this episode. I'm like, why not just tell this man what the tea is? Like what's really going on? So he could figure things out on his own. You know what I mean? Like Josie was acting crazy. I'm like, Josie, don't stop. It was looking very Misery. Y'all seen the movie Misery with Kathy Bates? That's pretty much how this was looking. I said, Josie, let that man out. Josie said, She said, not after everything I done sacrificed for your ass. But this was a hot mess. This episode was so good, so good. I'm still so sad to see it go, but this is bittersweet. Hit the comment section, let me know what y'all thought about it, and I will see y'all all later. Have a great night. Peace.